Hi, Kia. So I see that you disagree that people should take low salaries. So I completely understand where that is coming from. So firstly, I'm gonna try share a little bit about myself. So I did earn between 10 and 15K at one point when I arrived. And when I arrived, I earned that with a free apartment. So when you have a free apartment, it saves you from the cost of when you relocate, you have to pay 3 months rent and deposit to move in. So just in general, having to pay that every 3 months, you're paying 3 months rent, 3 months rent, it's a lot. But if you have a free apartment, hopefully people can negotiate for that, then you'd be able to survive off that. I know people that survived off 6K a month. People were getting 6K R&B. I'm talking R&Bs. I know I did see a message somewhere, people asking, am I talking rands or R&Bs? I'm talking R&Bs. People lived off that every single month as a teacher's salary, and they survived. So it really does depend on you as a person and your background. Secondly, a lot of graduates in South Africa are not making that type of money. There's a lot of graduates sitting at home unemployed. I think I'm speaking more to those people, not necessarily people that have already been in the job market and maybe in SA you're already getting 40, 50, 60,000 rands or whatever that people are getting. And so when you come here, it doesn't make financial sense for you to take an amount of 20 over 20K to just above 30K. If you're already making that in SA, why move for the same amount? It doesn't make sense. So I completely agree. Thirdly, the reason why I know a lot of the times people want to come to China because of the salaries. I just want to take it back as to why salaries got that high. Salaries got that high during COVID. COVID hit, a lot of teachers went home. A lot of South Africans, a few of those teachers that decided to stay were now in demand. Why? If a lot of teachers left, a lot of schools were without teachers. They needed foreign teachers in their schools because if you were offering, the service of there being a teacher at the school, a foreign teacher, sorry, at the school, and now there isn't, the parent might just pull the kid because I'm paying for my kid to be able to have a full-time foreign teacher in the school. So the schools were fighting for teachers. Teachers were able to make demands. Our salaries got higher and higher and higher and higher. And then, so for years, people couldn't come into China until I think it was 2 years ago in December when they were like, okay, borders are open. What did that do? Everyone now was able to come back. I mean, everyone. Now, that made a real problem for those teachers that stayed behind because if you now negotiated your salary to, let's say, 80, 90,000, I'm not saying that's what people are getting paid. It's an example. Now, the schools are saying, why must I pay you 90,000? I know there's someone that will take 10 to 15K R&B. There always will be someone that will take that amount. So if you're not willing to take it, then we'll give it to the next person. And of course, there are still teachers fighting to say, no, I afford to get this amount. I've got the skills, I've got the experience. You're gonna give me this amount or just slightly below, don't go too low, right? And I get it. That is absolutely I understand it, right? But there's people who have never earned over 20K to 30K. And for them, as a starting salary, it's something. It's better than sitting at home and doing nothing. So that's what I meant by it, to say we're not all the same. Guys, also remember, life is unfair, and that is the reality of it. It is very much unfair. One, we can be friends and both say, we're going to stand by it. We're going to fight for the salary we deserve. I want 60K. And one of the two friends gets 60K. And the other one could wait years before that offer comes. That is, if it ever comes. Another thing, a lot of schools shut down. There's not enough kids anymore, So schools are shutting down. That means the demand for teachers is getting less. And those schools that are open are offering low salaries. So what do? If you have the privilege of sitting at home and saying, I will wait until I get what I deserve. Cool. If you're a person that doesn't have the privilege to say, I could wait, because you also don't know the wait. You could be lucky. You could get a job that offers you that amount, because there are those jobs. They are there. I'm not disputing that. But it's not that many. Right now, recruiters will even tell you if you have a high salary, stay at your job. No school's going to give you that. Right now, the job market is not going to give you what you're earning. Figure it out or take something way low. They're cutting your salary by half. So it's bad. It's really bad. So it's better for people to come, work, earn something, anything. And then after that, if you feel like now you want to keep going, if China is not the place that will offer you what you want, move on to the next country. That's okay too. But for people to sit at home and not do anything because 20,000 to 30,000 rands is nothing, I don't know.